Addressing the core public health issues of COVID-19, we should ask, are we confronting the real challenges or merely ignoring the elephant in the dark room? Here we will navigate policies, regulation, facts, and creative freedom. We stand at the crossroads of science, policy, and public trust. The global response to COVID-19 has profoundly transformed our approach to public health, but it has also revealed vulnerabilities in how we understand and communicate complex information. Today, we will try to explore key aspects of this challenging terrain, the dynamics of COVID-19 and vaccinations, and the barriers to open dialogue. One barrier is the distorted landscape of understanding. In this transformative period, simplistic narratives often replace nuanced truth. Genuine information is sometimes mischaracterized as misinformation, and evidence-based guidance can be dismissed when it contradicts popular sentiment. This binary approach fuels slogans and oversimplified messaging that neglect individual factors and the unintended consequences of intervention. So let's have a look in Socratic method in public health. Socrates' dialectal method teaches us that truth emerges from thoughtful questioning and dialogue. In the context of COVID-19, this method can help dissect complex issues, promoting deeper understanding rather than blind adherence to polarized opinions. The challenges of SARS-CoV-2 are unique. COVID-19 is unlike any other virus in recent history. According to the WHO, its spike protein alone has undergone approximately 4,000 mutations. It demonstrates variable psychosomatic manifestations, high transmissibility and reinfection rates, extended environmental survival, burdening healthcare systems worldwide. These factors have driven unprecedented scientific and policy responses, including the rapid development of diverse vaccines. And vaccinations, how much do we know about the vaccination safety, effectiveness, and ethical dilemmas? Vaccination has been a cornerstone of COVID-19 response. However, challenges persist in balancing collective safety with individual rights. One problem of the vaccinations is short trial durations and the dissolution of control groups that have raised concerns about the long-term safety of these vaccines. Reports of adverse events such as cardiac incidents among younger populations have highlighted gaps in our monitoring systems. And what about the ethical considerations? The notion of sacrificing individual welfare for collective safety poses profound ethical questions. Is it justifiable to expose younger, lower-risk populations to potential harms for the greater good? This tension underscores the importance of transparency, accountability, and rigorous safety evaluations in public health interventions. And what about having a different hypothetical perspective of COVID-19 to treat it differently? For instance, what if COVID-19 was treated as a mild toxic interaction akin to sulfur mustard intoxication? Let's have a short comparison of characteristics between two conditions. The similarities between COVID-19 and mild sulfur mustard intoxication are their surface transmissibility, lipid solubility. They present systemic body effects, including inflammation, immune system disruption, and increasing oxidative stress, and also chronic respiratory issues and blood coagulability response. Here we can see the ground glass appearance of the lungs in the COVID-19 and in sulfur mustard intoxication. and also the skin manifestations of a patient with COVID-19 and sulfur mustard intoxication, and the ways of disinfecting the surfaces and cleaning and washing the hands. They both show great similarities. However, their origins differ fundamentally. Sulfur mustard is a synthetic chemical, while SARS-CoV-2 is a biological agent. Exploring such hypothetical scenarios can offer fresh insights into symptom management and preventive strategies. What are the barriers to open dialogue? Why are we hesitant to engage in frank discussions about COVID-19 and vaccinations? One reason is willful blindness. Separation of concerns often leads to subconscious denial, where individuals avoid confronting uncomfortable truth. The other reason may be the chilling effect. Fear of professional or economic repercussion suppresses dissent within scientific and medical communities. In 2021, I personally experienced this when my essay on enoxaparin raised concerns and led to my exclusion from a professional platform. But this silence costs so much. Suppressing dialogue undermines trust, stifles innovation, and prevents us from addressing potential shortcomings in public health policies. So let's move forward, encouraging thoughtful dialogue. As we navigate this complex landscape, we must foster rigorous, open discussions that prioritize evidence and ethics. By embracing Socratic principles and addressing cognitive dissonance, we can challenge prevailing dogmas and promote informed decision-making. In conclusion, the challenges posed by COVID-19 are vast, but they also present opportunities for growth and reflection. The first step toward growth is to question our assumption, and I would like here to ask why, despite the many similarities between the characteristics of these two conditions, we haven't considered a similar approach for their treatment, and why so many vaccines, over 350 vaccines, have been developed, and why we still are afraid of talking freely about COVID-19 and vaccines. These similarities highlight how both conditions, despite their different origins, can impact the human life through overlapping ways. And very interestingly, I asked from ChatGPT to create an image of COVID-19. It refused and said it is not aligned with our content policy. And by omitting the word COVID, it did the prompt. I was very surprised with these regulations. 4 years ago, at 2021, in the Congress of Alzheimer's Disease, I proposed that COVID-19 is an elephant in the dark. Now, 4 years later, I propose that COVID-19 is an elephant that deliberately is kept in the dark. Thank you very much for your time.